It is time to announce the Pantone 2026 color of the year. I guess not announce it, talk about it. I am so excited about this color. It is called Cloud Dancer, which basically at first you're like, is that just white? Yeah, I guess it's just white. It's like an off shade of white. It's not as like off as like eggshell or something like that, but basically it's just a nice bright color and you can pair it with other things. So let's talk about it. I mean, I kind of feel like I already knew that this was my favorite color. So my Aura ring, they came out with some ceramic rings recently. I got mine in white. And then also I got this cute little backpack purse and I got it in white. It's like a little bit of an off white, maybe like a cloud dancer. I don't know. So this shirt is old. In fact, it's a little big on me. So I have another shirt. And I also have this really cute white, like summer frilly dress. I know it looks like a wedding dress, like from just the top up, but it has this cute little bow on the back. And I also have this cute top too from Lily Pulitzer, as well as a t-shirt, a tank top. I won't like force all of my white tops on you, but you get the picture. I'm very excited. Like this, it's really hard to find colors that complement you when you're Asian. So white always looks great on me. And I do like that white Mystique. I don't know if anyone remembers when Kim Kardashian had her Architectural Digest thing and she had like everything in white. I thought it looked really pretty. I feel like it's very, just like they say, it's calming, it's serene, it makes it feel like there's more space. And I feel like it gives you more like thinking room, right? Because when there's too many colors coming at you, it's like very harsh. I've never really been into that. So let's just get into the Pantone color of the year and what it means and what you can do with it. To say I'm excited about the 2026 color of the year would be the understatement ever, because I like so disliked last year's color. So if we head over to the Pantone site and you go over here to color of the year, you're going to see this year and all the past ones. So like last year it was Mocha Mousse and I like so was repulsed by it. I had a long YouTube video on how to fix it. I looked at it and I was like, this needs to be fixed and corrected. But this year's color is just wonderful, as you can tell by all the clothes that I already have. Anyway, so when you go here, they have different pastels that they have suggested that you pair it with, which I absolutely love the pastels. I haven't in years past. I used to like bright colors, but I'm like all for these nice, serene, calming colors this year. Now these over here have more of a tint, and tint just means you added a little bit of gray to it. And that's gonna be more helpful, is that the right word? When you need to put the Pantone color along with something in order to see a contrast. So you'll see over here with the pastels, they used a black text or like I guess a light gray text, because if you put the Pantone Cloud Dancer, that white color, it's going to wash it out. You're not going to be able to see anything. But these over here, when you add a little bit more gray, you can use the white in a couple different instances. You're going to have to check the contrast to make sure it's legible if you're going to use the Pantone color as your text color. Now, this is what I call almost like street cred. They're showing you who else has embraced and is using the 2026 Pantone color of the year. I think this is furniture interior design. This hotel is going to redesign some of their rooms to incorporate that. I don't know that children care at all about color trends. This is the best one, is Motorola. So Motorola, I think, did a fabulous job. So if you look, they have added Swarovski crystals and added like this pincushion design. They always like kind of spruce up the color. And they also gave it this little charm that goes with it. And it looks like they incorporated one of the pastel blues into their design. So if you want to print this on, say, you like to print it, you do need a ghost toner. That's the only, I shouldn't say the only, there's other brands out there. They're cheaper. They're not as good. I would strongly recommend going with Ghost. If you want to print this, and again, this is on like a darker color paper that you need to print it on, you will need to buy a Ghost printer. It is a major investment. Some of the really good ones are like $7,000 for high volume. So you might want to just outsource this to a professional printer if you were thinking of printing using white ink onto something else, unless you're selling it. Now, Adobe broke up with Pantone. I had a video on that. I'll leave a link to that below. And because of that, I would strongly suggest if you are going to design in any of the Adobe products, you use the hex code F0EE9 because you will need to pay for a Pantone plugin just to use this color. And it is so close to white. I don't think there is a need in my mind. And again, unless you send it to a printer, and even then you can let them know, hey, everything that you see is hex code, white really should, or this hex code should really be the Pantone Cloud Dancer color, and they will have that ink for you. Now, if you are not happy with that, there are many other colors. So we're going to go through the paint ones first. So Benjamin Moore's color is Silhouette, and it's basically just like a brownish gray. And you'll notice the paint colors all, I don't know who starts it, but they all kind of like mimic each other. I'm not really into these shades or these colors, but again, I'm not an interior designer, so maybe this does look better for interior design. Glidden has Warm Mahogany, which very much looks like this Southwest pottery color that Benjamin Moore had. And then they have some matching palettes or complementary ones to go with it. Again, not really for me. This one is Sherwin-Williams, and they are doing beige. They're calling it Universal Khaki, which is like a beige. Again, not for me. That henna shade kind of looks like that Glidden Warm Mahogany color. So those are the major paint ones. You can look at the other paint companies. There's a lot of them. They all kind of look the same. Now, if you are wondering who else is coming out with colors, Etsy, it is at the time of this recording, it's December 9th. They have not come out with their 2026 color yet. The 2025 was a lime green. So I'll do another video when they come up with that. Pinterest has what it calls trends. These aren't necessarily colors, but they could be. So when you open this and you explore trends, they have a ton of different trends inside of here. So I'll just quickly go through. You can look through these on your own, but this one is the polar opposite of the Cloud Dancer. It's like very stark, contrasting, like in your face kind of colors. This is just saying glamour's back in, poet core colors. Let's see, Neo Deco. There was another color. They had two that were like kid colors for some reason. They had Pen Pals, and then they had one that was just called, I can't think of it now. It's another kid color. But anyways, the Cool Blue, this was a color actually from a few years ago. So I feel like this one is a little late to the game. This is like a hardcore, just dark green. My favorite inside of here is Extra Celestial. I'm very into that, like, again, pastels are kind of like my new theme for the year. I really like how they put together the pinks and the blues, and they all kind of like fade into each other into this like celestial thing. Anyways, oh, Throwback Kid. That's the other kid color that I was looking for. And they're all kind of the same. So what do you do with all of these as a designer? I would plug these all into Real-Time. Now, Real-Time Colors is going to let you put, so in the text, like I said before, I put in that a Cloud Dancer color. And then for background, primary, all these other accent colors, I tried using those pastels. And as you can see, like I said before, the white and the pastels don't really go together. You can't read anything on this sheet or on this page. So you're going to have to do something else. All right. I really love this tool. So when you go in and you enter the Cloud Dancer color, you're going to come up with all these beiges. And you're going to be like, ugh. So if you drop in all of these colors into Canva, you open up the color icon here at the top, you use the paint drop, and then you just kind of take any of these colors. It doesn't really matter. Blue, purple, and then you can copy this over here. It'll give you the hex code, and then you can plug it in over here, and then it will give you a bunch of different shades that you could use. I think that's much more useful. So we can try the purple. In case you were wanting something that, again, contrasts more. So you can see over here, they've used darker colors as the text. And then as the colors get a little darker, they've switched over to the white. So you can kind of see, is that legible? Still not really. I would say wait until you get to this color, until you start actually using Cloud Dancer as the color of your text. So I hope that was helpful for you in deciding how to design your 2026 graphics or planners or journals or whatever it is. Again, I'm so excited about this color. I will have a follow-up video once Etsy comes out with their 2026. And I hope everyone's having a great end to their year or start to the new year, depending on when you're watching this. And I'll talk to you later.